Hello guys, once again welcome back to another Android application development tutorial. In this video we are going to learn about how to add an action view to the app bar. The action view brings more features for the application bar. For example, by placing a search action view on the app bar, the user can directly perform a search from the app bar itself without changing an activity or a fragment. So in this video here I am going to show you how to place a search action view on the app bar. So here I already create an Android Studio project. So here I place an application bar or a toolbar. So for disabling the default action bar from this application, here I made some changes inside the styles.xml. For the app theme, here I made some changes on the parent. Here I change it into light.no action bar. This will simply remove the native action bar from this application. Now here I create a separate layout for the toolbar, and here is the toolbar, and inside activity main.xml here I include the toolbar at the top of the layout, and inside main activity.java here I create some variables for toolbar and initialize that variable and make that toolbar into set support action bar. So if you run the application, we will get a simple app bar on the layout. So here inside activity main.xml we place a simple app bar. So now we are going to add a search action view to this application bar. So for adding the app bar, we can follow the same procedures for adding a menu item to the app bar. That means we have to create a separate menu resource file for add the item for the action view. So here I am going to create a separate resource. So create a new Android resource file. I name it as toolbar menu. So here the resource type is, change the resource type into menu and click OK. So for the search view, we need an icon, we need a search icon. So here I have a search icon. Now I am going to add the search icon into the Android Studio project. I place that search icon inside the map folder. I place it inside the HTTPI folder. Now here make a simple change on the icon name. It is IC search. Okay. So now we have the icon available inside the map folder. So now we can add the item. So here we are going to place a search action view. So add a new item to this menu file. Specify title for it. I specify the title as search. Now specify an icon for it. So here the icon is IC search. Now we can specify an ID for this item. So here I specify the ID as action search. Okay, so this is a search action view. So we have to specify an action view class. So before going to do that, here we need some additional XML namespace. So I copy this statement. I change the identifier into app, and here change this one into resource auto. Okay, so by using the newly created XML namespace, we can set this parameter show as action, and here I use this flag if room or collapse action view. So here we use the flag collapse action view. The use of that one is if the user not interact with the action view, it simply display an icon, a search icon, and if the user interact with the action view, the particular action view expand and fill the entire toolbar. So that is the use of this particular flag, and if there is enough space available on the app bar, the search icon will be available on the app bar itself. If there is no space available, it will be available on the overflow menu. So now we can specify the action view class. So here is the action view class, Android support v7 with get search view. This is the action view class for the search action view. Okay, so now the item is ready. So now the toolbar menu is ready. Now we can add the toolbar to the application bar. For that, go to main activity.java, and here you need to override one method called on create options menu. So now we can inflate the menu. So get menu inflator and call the inflate method r.menu. The file name is toolbar menu, and second parameter is an object of menu. So here we create our own menu, so we have to return true from this method. Okay, so now we can check the project. So here I run the application. So here there is a search action view is available on the app bar. So if the user not interact with the action view, it is simply display an icon. So here we have a symbol icon. So if I click the icon, the particular action view expand all over the toolbar. That is the use of the flag. The flag is collapse action view. So that is the actual use of the flag. So if the user didn't interact with the action view, it is simply display an icon, and if the user start to interact with the action view, it will fill the entire app bar. Okay, so now we successfully place an action view to the app bar. So now here I am going to show you how to respond to the expand action of the action view. So when you click the search icon, you may have to load some fragment or an activity. That means we have to respond to the expand action of the search action view. So now here I am going to show you how to do that. In order to respond to the expand action of the action view, you have to create a class that extend on action expand listener. So now go back to main activity.java. So inside the on create options menu, here I am going to create a class on action expand listener. It's equal to new on action expand listener. So here you need to implement the needed method. So here you need to implement two methods, on menu item action expand, and second one is on menu item action collapse. So these are the two methods called by the Android system when you expand or collapse an action view on the app bar. Okay, so now we can get the item. So create some menu item object. It is search item. So menu dot call the find item r.id. It is action search. Okay. So now we can register the listener, the expand listener for this menu item. So search item dot set on action expand listener into this one, on action expand listener, handler for that particular listener. So it is on action expand listener. Okay, so when the user expand the action view, this method will be invoked, and when the particular action view collapse, this method will be invoked. So here I am going to simply display a message. Context is main activity.this. Here it is action view expanded. Now display the toast. So in order to expand the action view, you have to return true from this method. So here also I'm going to display some message. Action view collapsed. Here also, in order to collapse the action view, you have to return true from this method. Okay, so now we can test it. So run the project again. So now here I am going to expand the action view. So here the action view is expanded. Now I am going to collapse it. So here the action view is collapsed. So this is how we respond to the expand events of an action view. I hope you understand the concepts. For getting more Android tutorial updates, please subscribe this channel now. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.